3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing a Five Nights at Freddy's tier list. Yes, I know it's probably a really bad video to do, but I want to do it because I want to share my opinions on all the games. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. And also comment if you want to see more tier lists, and leave your options down below for what tier list you want to see. So let's get straight into this one. The first Five Nights at Freddy's. Yep, right top, easy peasy, no questions asked about that one. Without a shadow of a doubt, that is up there. But by far my favourite in my eyes. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is my favourite. I might seem plain, but personally the aesthetic, the one that kicked off the series, yeah, it could easily be my favourite one by a mile. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh yeah, another thing I need to say, I'm gonna base these off how good I like the game and how scary they are. So they're gonna play a part in the way I rank these. So Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it's a hard one because I don't have very fond memories of this game. I never completed it because I thought it was too hard. I know I'm probably really bad at the games. Yeah, it's probably that. I'm just really bad. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it was a very good game, very challenging. So I'm gonna put it at A. Not quite whatever this one is, but it's just I don't know. But it's not as good as the first, and I don't know if anything's gonna go there below the first, but I don't know. But basically, I'm not gonna be putting Fnaf World or whatever that one is. I think it's the phone version of it, and then Freddy in Space. I'm guessing I'm not doing any of them three because I don't consider them a part of the series. So yeah. So Five Nights at Freddy's 3, not a bad game, but based on jump scares, it's terrible. Not a bad game, but based on jump scares, absolutely terrible. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This is also another one of my favorites. A lot. I think it gets to a stage where it's a lot scarier, but not really if you know what you're doing. Because it's the same with every game of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Once you get into the rhythm of it, you just eventually don't get scared anymore. But I'm not a bad game at all, so I'm gonna put it right beside Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because I don't think it's that bad at all. So yeah, moving on. Ultimate Custom Night. Obviously, I actually really enjoyed this one. I thought Ultimate Custom Night was a good twist on it. Well, it's not I think it's not really like a game. It's more, I don't really know how to say it, but it was very enjoyable. I will admit, and a lot of lore in it as well. So we're gonna put a B. It's not quite as good as these, but it's definitely good. It's good spin in it to really test how good you actually are at it. And in 50-20 mode, I couldn't do that in my dreams. Next up, the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted VR. In my opinion, this can go there because it has all the games in it and a bit more content, and it's also leading up into the next game, Security Breach, which is also I'm actually really excited for. So yeah, basically with Help Wanted, it's one of my most enjoyable experiences with Five Nights at Freddy's. I played it on the PSVR, and it has scared me, but you just get used to it eventually, like I've said about other games. But it's definitely up there. If you have a VR, I would highly recommend trying out Help Wanted because it is very fun. When you first get into it, the aesthetic is much scarier than obviously the not VR versions of the games. Obviously, it wouldn't be as scary, but yeah, definitely try it out if you have a VR. I'd highly recommend it. Moving swiftly onwards, we have Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. This game caught a lot of people off guard because they did not expect it to be Fnaf 6. Because of like the way it was put on Steam. I know you said stream. Steam. It was a free game. Everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be like a tycoon. But then you get that first interview with Baby. Then everyone realized it was Five Nights at Freddy's 6. Like, everyone went mental. Like, it was crazy. So yeah, how do I rank this though? Oh, it's not as good as 2 and 4, that's for sure. I'd say it's fairly even with Custom Night. Maybe a bit better. I don't know. I'm gonna rank it at B, just fairly. And I think this is a bit disrespectful to number 3. I'm gonna move 3 up to C, because 3, yeah, the jump scares aren't scary, but the game itself, it's like every game in the series has its own aesthetic and own kind of mechanics, and like, so basically you'd have number 1 at all as like power restrictions, listening, all kind of jumbled into one, right? With the VR, you can't read it. It has all the games, so it's whatever. Number 4 is based on listening. Number 2, it's kind of just multitasking, because you have the mask, you have the music box, all that. Custom Night is just everything again jumbled in together. Pizzeria Simulator, mainly listening. When you're like sitting down at your desk, you have to listen into the vents, see who's who, who's where, and all that. And number 3 is, I don't really know how to explain number 3. It's kind of how good you are at like managing stress, I guess. Because when you're you have audio errors, you have all this. But I'll stop rambling on, because we're at the end of the this now with Sister Location. This is a very good entry. A very good entry, and I feel like it's up there. Not there. There. Anyways, that's my tier list for the FNAF games. If you have your own opinions, so let me know down in the comments. This is just based on my own opinions and my personal experiences on them. And if you're wondering, like, I know this is probably a weird like way to put the VR version, but I just put it there because it has every version of each game except for Pizzeria Simulator and Custom Night, obviously. But like, it has different modes. It's a completely different experience to the other ones, in my opinion. But nothing will beat the original. But hopefully we can change up this when Security Breach releases soon enough. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your opinions on my tier list. Don't slag me down in the comments. I would understand if we don't want to clash over opinions. Everyone can have their own opinion on each game. So yeah, hope you all have an amazing day. Yeah. Peace.